guys, what is up? This is Ben Foggin's Media Corner, and welcome back to another movie review, aka After I Saw. And this time around, I'm going to be talking about the 2020 dark comedy crime thriller known as I Care a Lot. Now, I Care a Lot was written and directed by Blakeson and tells the story of this legal guardian named Marla Grayson, played by Rosamund Pike, who pretty much takes homes of elderly people and put them into a care home. And pretty much she's like scamming them because she just wants, because she just wants money and anything that's very valuable in any of those houses. And she has a partner named Fran. And what happens is they come across this woman named Jennifer, played by Diane Wiest, who pretty much is being given a court order, and she has to give away her house, but she doesn't want to do that. And so Marla has no choice but to send her to this care home where the elderlies live, and pretty much she's in hot water because Marla gets into a sticky situation, which involves Jennifer, because for Jennifer, she's not an ordinary woman that you might know her from, because she's part of a gangster, and the gangster is named Roman, played by Dinklage, who wants to save her estate. And there's pretty much this whole sticky situation that's going on throughout the entire film. So that's pretty much the story of I Care a Lot. So going into I Care a Lot, I didn't see much of the trailers, and I just didn't realize this was a movie from last year. So I decided to give this movie a watch because of the cast who I was familiar with, such as Rosamund Pike, which she's a great actress. She's proven herself a lot in recent years, since Gone Girl, which I will be reviewing that on my channel. Diane Wiest, which I haven't seen her in a while, which I've seen her in like The Lost Boys and Edward Scissorhands, and I will do a review of those on my channel as well. But she's a really good actress as well. And you got Peter Dinklage as well in this film, which he's a great actor since Game of Thrones, and he has appeared in like blockbuster films such as Avengers Infinity War and X-Men Days of Future Past, which I will do a review of those on my channel. And he also appeared in like comedy films as well, like Elf, Pixels, and The Angriest Man in Brooklyn, and a whole bunch of other movies as well. So, and I was looking forward to seeing it because it was a film from last year, and I heard this was nominated for the Golden Globes. So I wanted to check this out, and I watched this morning, and all I can say is this movie was great. This was a really dark and twisted, but yeah, really funny movie as well, because it manages on the genre it faces in this film. You got comedy, which the comedy in this film is really dark and twisted, for its humor in the film, and for its like smart humor in the film, like the dialogue and some funny situations and that kind of stuff we usually see in these kind of films. But it's mostly on the dialogue, which made me laugh for a few scenes that made me smile. And there's some thrills to it, which is really suspenseful for its storytelling. When, of course, we see a legal guardian who's actually hustling money and stuff by scamming elderlies, by taking their homes away and putting them into care homes, and she's like stealing stuff from them, and gets into a hot sticky situation, or being in hot water, when the next elderly that she invests is this woman who's part of like a gangster, and we see her in a bit of a hot sticky situation throughout the entire film, thinking like how they're gonna sort this whole situation out and that kind of stuff. And which that was pretty good, smart storytelling as well. And there's some, of course, crime, because it involves scamming and stuff, which does pretty well. And it almost kind of reminded me of like Hustlers, about like a woman who's like scamming elderlies and stuff until she gets involved with this woman who's part of like a gangster, and that does make a good storytelling, but with some twists and turns throughout the entire film, which that was pretty smart and pretty inventive. The acting in this film, you got like Rosamund Pike, which I liked her in Gone Girl, which I think that's easily her best performance I've seen from her. But this is definitely one of her most really good performances, and this is definitely one of her best ones as well, next to Gone Girl. Even though Gone Girl is her best one, but this is definitely one of the best ones I've seen from her. She's really full of tongue in cheek. She has a few tongue in cheek dialogues in the movie, and she is also fantastic in this movie. For every scene she's in, for being like a sort of like a cold-hearted, disgusting woman who just does horrible things to elderly people by kicking them out of their homes, and she's like using their homes to basically find like anything valuable that's in the house, and you're kind of like on and off with her throughout the film because of what she does is horrible until she gets into this hot, sticky situation that she's facing in the movie. And that's what Rosamund Pike can do for these kind of roles she does. Playing like sort of like a cold-hearted character. Like I've seen her doing that kind of thing in Gone Girl. For Gone Girl, which we see her like going on this like road trip of sorts when they first declare that she's missing, and then of course she just goes off and she does like twisted stuff and throughout the film. And for this film, we just see her like scamming people, and again, it's just mostly like what you think about this character, and later on when we do think of her when she's in this hot sticky situation, which that's a really good smart move for the character. And you got her partner in the film who's named Fran, which for her character, I didn't feel there wasn't that much into her character really, because she wasn't in the movie that much, which that was only a bit of an issue. Which it's not by means the actress was awful, because the actress who played her, she did a pretty good job. It's just there wasn't that much to her character really in the film, except she's like Marla's partner in the film, and of course lover in the film, and what they are doing together until they get in sort of like again a hot sticky situation in the film. And you got Diane Wiest, who plays Jennifer in the film, who's this woman that's the main story of the film. She was great in this movie, and she was also really funny as well, by seeing like on the look on her face, and you kind of feel for her really because of what she has to go through until, of course, when it leads up to the story when she asks like the gangster for her help. And then for the gangster in the film named Roman, played by Peter Dinklage, he was great in the film, and he does really well for his character for what he does. Like he's not like a raging character who just yells and screams. He's just like he's like more kind of like a quiet, mature gangster who just doesn't go hardcore red-faced raging in the film. He just does things a bit quietly, but didn't do anything brutal in the film, which that was really smart from this character. And I think this is one of Peter Dinklage's most really good performances I've seen from him, outside playing like blockbuster roles such as like from Game of Thrones, the TV show, as well as of course for like superhero films. And for the other performances in the film, they all did a pretty good job as well in the film. And for its direction as well, it's really suspenseful, and it is kind of a bit lighthearted at times, despite it is a bit dark for its storytelling. And there are pretty good suspenseful scenes that are kind of like edgy seat moments. And even towards the final act of the film, which I also found a bit pretty suspenseful and almost nearly a bit unsettling at times, but particularly when she gets confronted by Roman, when we see Marla getting confronted by Roman in the film, which I thought that was a pretty good, which I thought was like an edgy seat moment in the film. And for its humor, I did laugh a lot. I mean, I did laugh for a few times, and most of the dialogue in the film were really, really tongue-in-cheek and really quirky and really funny as well in the film. That was unexpected to see. It was unexpected to have a bit of comedy in the film, because to me, for the way for its storytelling, it almost sounds like a sort of like just a dark crime thriller, but with humor in this, which was actually a pretty good mixture to this genre for this kind of film, which that was a pretty good surprise to see. But overall, I care a lot. It's a great film. with really great performances, and really funny dark humor, like tongue-in-cheek humor, suspenseful moments, suspenseful direction as well, really dark as well, and really inventive writing as well. So I really do recommend this one. If you're a fan of these kind of crime thrillers about, you know, a woman who scams people and ends up in like in a hot, sticky situation, this is definitely worth the one to check out if you're a fan of these kind of films. Again, it's on Amazon for the UK, but for the US, it's on Netflix. So yeah. So overall, I'm gonna give I Care a Lot an A-. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching for my review of I Care a Lot. If you did see the film today, which most YouTubers have already uploaded this video today, but if you did see the film, I'd really like to hear your thoughts. Did you enjoy this, or did you not really care for this? So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all for my next movie review. And this has been Fogland's Media Corner signing off.